Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Is Stephen Curry Jimmy Butler's Warriors supporting cast championship material? The revamped Golden State Warriors looked like a true contender after the first few weeks of 2024-25 behind red-hot three-point shooting, palpable all-court chemistry and a roster overflowing with proven veteran depth. The Dubs raced out to a dominant 12-3 start, begging the question of whether they really needed to bring in a long-awaited second star behind Steph Curry. That honeymoon ended almost as soon as it started, with a rash of injuries and absences pushing Golden State below 0-5-0 at the trade deadline. Enter Jimmy Butler, and with him an immediate late-season surge up the standings that has the Warriors and their legion of fans worldwide dreaming of yet another title. Golden State knows what to expect from its trio of future Hall of Famers in the playoffs. Curry will stoke imminent fear in their heart of defenses, even if he's not draining jumpers from all over the floor. Playoff Jimmy may not be readily available at this late stage of his career. Butler's rare blend of instincts and physicality is sure to make life easier on teammates and hellish for opponents. Regardless, Green is bound to be a difference maker on both ends, whether or not he struggles to score and is limited by size and athleticism in the paint. Beyond that veteran trio, though, the Warriors won't exactly enter the postseason with vintage strength in numbers. Their only role players with ample experience playing under basketball's brightest lights are the likes of Gary Payton, Buddy Hield and Kevin Looney, Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga, who own less than 400 playoff minutes between them, while Brandon Podziemski's lone taste of the postseason came in last year's disastrous play and loss to the Sacramento Kings. Even peak performance from Curry, Butler and Green won't be enough to take Golden State on a deep run into late May and June. The Warriors bookend the dynasty with championships won by the whole looming much larger than the sum of their individual parts. Can they manage that necessary alchemy again when the playoffs dip off in mid-April, just over 2 months removed from forming a new identity on the fly around Butler? Let's break down the postseason viability of Golden State's supporting cast, focusing on player-specific question marks with answers that will go a long way toward informing this team's chances to raise another Larry O'Brien trophy. Their Warriors' fifth and final starting spot has yet to be settled and could very well turn over on a series, let alone game-by-game basis under the playoff microscope. Go ahead and earmark Moody as an entrenched starter alongside Curry, Butler and Green, though far less certain is how he'll fare as Golden State's designated perimeter stopper and primary spot-up three-point shooter. Can Moody compensate for his lagging foot speed, checking elite ball handlers with positional length, quick hands and a dog disposition? He's hit just 33.3% on catch-and-shoot triples since Butler's arrival, to a number that must come up in the playoffs to ensure defenses treat him like a reliable floor spacer. Moody's usage won't be high and his statistical averages will look pedestrian. Rest assured that if Golden State makes noise in the playoffs, his impact on both sides of the ball will have proven crucial. Nonetheless, Pods contemplated hitting night-night celebration versus Bucks. Warriors guard Brandon Podziemski almost hit one of the NBA's more iconic celebrations in Golden State's 104-93 win over the Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday night at Chase Center. In talking to 95.7 The Game's Will Arden-Dibbs on Wednesday, the second-year Swiss Army knife detailed his temptation to demonstrate superstar teammate Steph Curry's night celebration after knocking down a clutch three-point shot toward the end of regulation against the Bucks. "I was contemplating it on the second three-point shot, but then I was like, that's kind of Curry and Draymond Green's thing, so let me just not rude on their little celebration," Podsky told Mark Willard, and Dandy B Dub Nation probably wouldn't have minded. Nevertheless, here's the second triple Podsky referenced. Podsky could have done any celebration he wanted Tuesday night in San Francisco. Over 29 minutes he finished the Golden State win with 17 points on 4 for 7 shooting from deep and collected 7 rebounds and 1 steal. Sure, the night-night celebration might be Curry's trademark and Green's new rental, but Podziemski he should have his own signature move after a game-sealing play. It's on his mind. At least I got to find some of mine that I could kind of label as mine and stick with it, Podziemski admitted to Willard. And to be something with the hair. Maybe Podziemski said that would be something he rumored to betray bait in the Bohemian professional basketball player with the Golden State Warriors. Shiano Buddy Hield could be on the move again this summer. Hield, who is playing with his fourth franchise in the last 4 years, is having another productive year in the National Basketball Association NBA. The veteran shooting guard for the Warriors is averaging 11.3 points primarily off the bench while shooting 41.5% from the field and 36.5% from three-point range. He has helped the Warriors creep into the 6th spot in the Western Conference of the NBA, recording a 39-29 win loss record as of Monday night. A little over a month ago they were in the 11th spot with a 25-26 record, in danger of not even making the play-in tournament of the NBA playoffs. On Monday night the Warriors had their season-high 8-game winning streak snapped with a 114-105 home loss to the Denver Nuggets at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California. He was held to just 2 points on 1 for 4 shooting from the field in 21 minutes of play, but had nights of 22, 16 and 15 points during the streak. He started off the season by averaging 21.22 points per game in October and had 6 20-point efforts in his first 7 games. The Warriors play a fast-paced offensive scheme, lighting up from deep as often as possible. He has been a serviceable threat from three-point range for the Warriors this season. Still, it is being reported that if Golden State believes they should find a more dependable long-range threat in free agency, they could swap Hield for a Brooklyn Nets star forward enjoying a breakout NBA campaign. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus published an insightful article on Friday that outlined the Warriors' potential off-season plans, and in the interesting piece Pincus noted that he could be used as trade bait if the Warriors target Cameron Johnson this summer. The Nets likely won't be competitive anytime soon, but Johnson has wisely shifted his focus to playing his way out of Brooklyn. He has been a high-level sharpshooter for the Nets, averaging 18.9 points per contest on 47.8% shooting from the field and 39.9% shooting from three-point land. Johnson, who helped the Phoenix Suns reach the NBA Finals in 2021, was a hot commodity during the trade season. The 6'8" forward was linked to several Eastern and Western Conference contenders, but a deal never came to fruition, forcing Johnson to finish the year with the Nets. It is being reported that a concerning NTL's 2024-25 campaign could compel the Warriors to consider a potential upgrade by acquiring Brooklyn's second leading scorer in a blockbuster summer deal. Essentially, there's a good chance on Golden State's radar in the Warriors could swap Buddy Hield for Nets $94 million star forward this summer. Caleb Hightower and you fan, what do you think about Buddy Hield's situation? Write to us in the comments.